This is Ian. Today I'm going to talk about the conference paper called AI Write an Essay for Me, a large-scale comparison of human-written versus ChatGPT generated essays. So I found this paper through the ChatGPT itself. I just typed the keywords human versus LLM essay and append the task requirements of the reading assignment 3. So that works very well for me, and I got this paper from the archive. So for the introduction, this paper really strives to solve 3 problems. First, how good is ChatGPT based on GPT-3 and GPT-4 at writing argumentative student essays? Second, how do AI-generated essays compare to essays written by humans? Third, what are linguistic devices that are characteristic of human versus AI-generated content? Then the authors start collecting data from the student essay. The corpus, they search the corpus from the essayforum.com, and that's an active community for providing writing feedback on different kinds of text, and is frequented by high school students to get feedback from native speakers on their essay writing capabilities. Then they generate the essay by prompt ChatGPT with write an essay with about 200 words on topic. Next, they hired 139 teachers to assess the essay's quality based on the following criteria: topic and completeness, logic and composition, expressiveness and comprehensiveness, language mastery complexity, vocabulary and text linking, language constructs. Then they have this very complex formula to get the score for each essay without knowing whether it's generated by human or LLM. Afterwards, they did the computational linguistic analysis similar to what we did, but they have more features to add on. For example, the lexical diversity. What we did is to use TTR to measure the diversity of the sentences. However, the authors in this paper used another method called MTLD, which is similar to TTR, but this approach is better since it has less relationship with the sentence length. Next, the paper did the syntactic complexity, which is to measure the maximum depth of the sentence of the dependency tree and count the number of conjuncts, causal modifiers of nouns, adverbial clause modifiers, causal complements, causal subjects, and parataxis. Third, the paper did this normalization research, which is to count occurrences of nouns with suffix such as ion, ment, ance. Finally, the paper counts the presence of models, epistemic, and discourse markers in both human and LLM's essay. For the takeaway, we can first know the conclusions from the paper. AI models generate significantly higher quality argumentative essays than the users of an essay writing online forum frequented by German high school students across all criteria in scoring rubric. Second, ChatGPT-4 significantly outperforms ChatGPT-3 with respect to logical structure, language complexity, vocabulary richness, and text linking. Third, writing styles between humans and generative AI models differ significantly. For instance, the GPT models use more nominalizations and have higher sentence complexity, signaling more complex scientific language, whereas humans make more use of model and epistemic constructions, which tend to convey speaker attitude. Finally, the linguistic diversity of the NLG models seem to be improving over time, While ChatGPT 3 still has a significantly lower linguistic diversity than humans, ChatGPT 4 has a significantly higher diversity than humans. What we can learn regarding for our own project is that we can find additional data source and methods to generate the essays, and we can also use the newer research method presented in this paper for our computational linguistic analysis. Third, we can find some volunteer to help us evaluate the essays of both human and LM, rather than just focusing purely on the computational linguistic. Thank you, that's all I have today.